There's a war inside you, a battle between the person you are and the person you are destined to become. And standing in your way is a demon, a shadow of fear, doubt, and weakness. It whispers lies in your ear, telling you that you are not enough, that you can't, that you won't. But listen to me. That demon is not your enemy. It is your weapon. Most people run from their darkness. They suppress their rage, their pain, their failures. They bury it deep, pretending it doesn't exist. But the truth, the most powerful warriors in history, the legends, the ones who changed the world, they didn't run from their demons. They conquered them. They turned their inner darkness into fuel. They transformed pain into power, rejection into resilience, and fear into fire. So I ask you, will you be like the weak, who surrender to their inner torment? Or will you rise and use it as the very thing that propels you forward? When life knocks you down, your demon laughs. It tells you to stay down, that this is where you belong. But that is the moment of choice. That is where champions are made. Take your pain, your failures, your scars, take all of it, and forge it into something unstoppable. Turn your doubt into discipline. Turn your fear into focus. Let your hunger for greatness consume every excuse, every weakness, every voice that tells you no. Because the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to pull you from the abyss. If you want a way out, you must build it with your own two hands. You are stronger than you think. You are more powerful than you know. And every time you feel the darkness creeping in, every time the weight of the world tries to break you, stand up, look it in the eye and say, "You work for me now." Your demon is not your master. It is your servant. You are in control. And when you learn to harness that darkness, when you turn it into a weapon, nothing will stand in your way. This war doesn't end. There is no finish line. No final battle where you walk away untouched. Because that demon, it will always be there, watching, waiting, looking for the moment you let your guard down. But now you're different. You know the truth. You know that every time it rises, every time it tries to take control, you have a choice to crumble or to conquer. You see, the weak try to silence their demons, but the strong, they listen, they learn. They sharpen themselves against the very thing that once tried to break them. They use their failures as stepping stones, their scars as reminders of battles won. So let me ask you, what is your demon made of? Is it fear? Is it self-doubt? Is it the pain of your past? Whatever it is, don't run from it. Face it. Own it. Use it. Because the world isn't kind to the weak. The world doesn't stop for those who hesitate. If you let your fears rule you, they will bury you alive. But if you stand up, if you take control, if you command your inner darkness instead of cowering before it, you become unstoppable. The greatest warriors, the strongest minds, the most powerful leaders, they weren't born fearless. They weren't born invincible. They were forged in fire. They stood in the storm and refused to kneel. They took their suffering and turned it into a force so great that nothing could break them. And now it's your turn. That demon inside you, it's not a curse, it's a gift, but only if you have the courage to wield it. So the next time life tries to chain you down, the next time that voice whispers you can't, Laugh, because you don't fear the darkness anymore. You own it. You bend it to your will. You take every ounce of pain, every drop of anger, every scar, and you forge it into the weapon that will cut down every obstacle in your path. No more excuses. No more hesitation. No more surrender. This is your moment. This is your war. There will be days when the weight feels unbearable, when the voices of doubt scream louder than your will to fight, when you start to question why you even began this war in the first place. But that is the ultimate test. That is the moment where the weak break and the strong rise. Because power isn't built in moments of comfort. Strength is not forged in the absence of struggle, it is created by it. Every great warrior has faced darkness. Every legend has stood on the edge of defeat. And every unstoppable force you admire was once just like you, standing at a crossroads, deciding whether to surrender or stand up one more time. So hear me now. This battle is not just about winning. It's about who you become in the fight. It's about the fire that burns inside you, the unbreakable will that refuses to stay down, the warrior who looks at pain, at fear, at doubt, and smiles. Because you no longer run, you no longer hide. You have embraced the storm, and now you are the storm. So when the world tries to crush you, push back harder. When people doubt you, let your success be your answer. When your own mind tries to betray you, remind it who's in control. And above all, never forget this truth. Your demons do not define you. You define them. Your pain does not control you. You control it. Your struggles are not your prison. They are your power. Now go, stand tall, walk forward, and let the world feel your presence. Because from this moment on, you are no longer fighting your demons. You are leading them. And when you lead your demons, when you take command of your darkness, you become something that the world cannot stop, a force that refuses to be broken, a mind that refuses to be controlled, a spirit that refuses to be tamed. Do you understand what that means? It means that from this moment forward, you are no longer a victim of your past. You are no longer a prisoner to your fears. You are no longer a slave to your weaknesses. You are the master of your fate. You are the architect of your destiny. You are the weapon that no force, no doubt, no enemy can withstand. But there's something you must accept: this path you've chosen. It is not for the weak. It is not for the ones who seek comfort. It is for the warriors, the relentless, the ones who refuse to let life dictate their worth. Because life will test you again and again. It will put obstacles in your way. It will throw storms at you. It will try to break you. But now you know the truth. You don't fear struggle. You don't run from pain. You don't break under pressure. You rise. And when the world looks at you and asks, "How are you still standing?" you will smile, because they don't know what you know. They don't know that you've already faced your darkest fears. They don't know that you've already danced with your demons. They don't know that every scar, every failure, every moment of suffering has only made you stronger. So let them doubt you. Let them question you. Let them tell you it can't be done. and then prove them wrong. Show them what happens when someone stops running and starts fighting. Show them what happens when someone refuses to be controlled by fear. Show them what happens when someone masters their demons and wields them as a weapon. Because this isn't just about winning. This isn't just about success. This is about transformation. This is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. So don't stop. Don't hesitate. Don't look back. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep proving that no matter what life throws at you, no matter how heavy the burden, no matter how deep the darkness, you will rise. You will conquer. You will dominate. Because you are no longer just a fighter. You are the war itself. Like, comment, and subscribe.